classe ça, c'est pour aller une classe conversation. Ou pour aller des possibilités pour des étudiants yo, avec quelques invités qui pourraient avoir point de vue sur un sujet qui est très intéressant. Ou même tout capable de quitter un commentaire pour dire nous ça vous pensez. Merci le fait que vous abonnez et partagez vidéo avec vos amis ou bien famille. The topic that we are going to discuss together it's going to be about family. We are going to get 5 questions. As I mentioned, all of them will be about family. So the question number 1 says, how would you describe an ideal family? So, comment ou tap décrit une famille idéale ou bien comment ou tap décrit une bonne famille? Donc, fait effort pour lever main et puis vous capable faire commentaire pour élaborer. And the question number 2 says, which is better, being married or being single? Donc, qui ça qui pi bon? Les hommes mariés ou bien les célibataires? Qui ça nous pense? So, guys, nous pas de possibilité pour nous bailler point de vue, nous, mais c'est en anglais. The question number 3. What do you think of people who marry and decide not to have children? Donc, qui ça vous pensez de monde qui marié, mais qui décide pour ne pas avoir de monde? Donc, on peut avoir possibilité pour faire commentaire par. And the question number 4, is it better for mothers to stay at home with kids or go to work to earn more money for the family? Est-ce que les plus bon pour maman yo rete la caille ak timon yo ou bien pour aller travailler pour gagner plus cob pour famille? And finally, we have the question number 5. The last question says, what do you think is the most important thing to make a happy family? Donc, qui bagay ou pense qui pi important pour faire une famille content? So question number 1, how would you describe an ideal family?
Good evening, everyone. My name is ANGLÈ. I'm from EDE, as you said, Mr. Michael. Good to see you today. And for me, I think an ideal family based on communication is a place where we can find security and safety, and, based on loyalty too. And that's my point.
Congratulations, brother. You're kind of short and clear. We really appreciate your comment. So thank you. And thank you very much. Be you, Miss Joffin from Dominican Republic. We're so happy to have you. You get the mic, just open it and let's go with your place.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, teacher Michael. I am Jolie-Fils Joffin. I'm from Dominican Republic, as teacher Michael mentioned it. The person who we talked before me, it seems like we got the same definition of the subject. Because almost what I have to say, he said almost the same thing that me. How would I describe an ideal family? According to me, an ideal family is a family which is founded in some principle, which is love, respect, communication. When we got these 3 things in the base of the family, that is a weird one to me. Yeah, it's a family where people can count on each other, they can help each other, they know they can have their own behavior, they can have their own opinion on a subject, but they know also that they can lean on each other, they love each other. Even though we don't have the same opinion on something, we know at the end of the day, we love each other. We're not gonna fight. And it is a family that where selfishness is almost non-existent. Everybody try to progress together, and everybody love each other, not in a selfish way. Sometimes you can love someone, but it is in a selfish way. You love that person just because that person make you important, that person make you exist. No, I would, to me, an ideal family is a family where the members, they know that they have to love each other. They know that they have to please each other. Even though nobody is perfect, so no family is perfect in the world, but a good one is a family where the members can help each other and they know that they have to support each other. So if I got a problem, if I am in an ideal family, I got a problem, I know even though that person don't love me, I mean not don't love, that person don't love how, don't appreciate how I am, that my behavior or my opinion on some subjects, but that person is my family. I can lean on him, and he knows that his job is to support me in that thing. So to me, according to me, it is how I describe a good family, an ideal family. That is my opinion. Thank
Yes.
you once again, Teacher Michael, to choose me.
Yes, congratulations, our beautiful sister from another mother and from Dominican Republic. We're so happy to have you. Okay, guys, we are really happy to have all of you connecting from different parts of the world. As I told you, my name is Teacher Michael. Et l'école la li Comrade Language Courses. Un sujet que nous avons discuté à ce rapport avec famille. Donc, première question, on lui dit, how would you describe an ideal family? So, objectif anglais, nous pas expert dans le domaine famille, donc c'est pour nous pratiquer anglais. Donc, sujet comme ça, nous avons un club chaque dernier week-end dans le mois. Mais pour club jeudi, nous avons le jeudi qui s'est fait 9. Nous avons un spécial encore, qui c'est un prochain club qui nous avons gagné, c'est prochain week-end, là, qui est vendredi prochain. Mais Jésulène, you get the microphone. Open it and try to say your comment, please.
Well, about this beautiful topic, like you already know, people, there are different type of families. Like there are extended families, there are nuclear families, there are childless families, and a lot more, people. So tonight I'm gonna talk about nuclear family. It's not because I think it's a true idea family, but it's just because for me it's a real ID family. Like I always say, people, reality and not true. It's not all the time that our reality is true. Sometimes you can see something that it's reality but not true. It's for that reason I said it's a real ID family that composed by mother, father, and brothers and sisters. Like at school, they teach us and show us is father, mother, and brothers and sisters that can combine by love, respect, harmonies, and communication also. So sometimes it's what they teach us at school, but sometimes the true family is what life will bring to you. Sometimes you can find some or meet someone that come from in Jeremy, and you will come from in Jackmore, and this person become your true family, even though it's not your real family, but because life bring him or her to you, to your life, and about circumstances that you are going through in your life, and you can see it's your true family, even though you have a real family, but sometimes the true family that you can have, it's what life will bring to you. Sometimes if you are lucky, your true family can come from in your real family, that it's not all the time. But who is your your true family? It's just life that will show you it, uh, um by by what you're going to during your life. And you can just notice that this person is my family because when I'm in trouble, this person stand by my side, and whatever the situation, this person is always by my side. So I can say, even though it's not my real family, but because I see, or I'm important to the person, but it's my true family. It's like I can encourage you people to embrace every person that life brings to you, even though it's not your real family, but it can them can become your true family. It's my point of view, teacher, and I thank you.
Congratulations, our beautiful, beautiful sister. I just learned from Dominican Republic. We really appreciate you with your comments. Okay, so now we're gonna keep move on with another person. Miss Elda, you get the microphone. Just open it. Let's go with you, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Teacher Michael. Forgive me because my computer has problem. Okay. Good evening, fellows. My name is Elda. I live in the Dominican Republic. So I'm studying English with Teacher Michael. It's a pleasure for me now to be there with us, to express me about the beautiful club because, I form a family, as I form family. About the question number 1, ideal family, maybe it is respect before offense for each other. For example, I speak about communication. Communication, to share thoughts and feelings in difficult times, each other without distinction, spending time together, such as walking, talking, creative activities, smiling. All this is part of a family ideal. And spending a deep love where when there are problems, they always stay connected to face the problem together. And we love unconditionally. We make mistakes and we forgive each other. Positively, courage, kindness. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Miss Elda. We really appreciate you with your beautiful comment. So now we're gonna go with a different person. It's going to be you, Miss Yolanda, or Mr. Dukensi. You get the microphone, just open it, and let's go with you, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Biolanda from the DR, but originally from Haiti. I'm one of Teacher Michael's students, and I'm extremely happy to be there with Teacher Mike. And thank you, Teacher Michael, to give me this opportunity, to give my answer about the first question. Generally, a complete family is mom, dad, and child, but there is incomplete family like father and child or mother and child or husband and wife without child. They all are family, but it's not mean they are ideal family, because an ideal family, it's more than have the same blood and that's it. To be an ideal family, each member in the family have to work for that. An ideal family is have a good communication, like being honest with each other, listening to each other with full attention, staying in contact, assuring each other of your love with words, and sharing thoughts and feelings without considering or criticizing each other, encouraging positive behavior, working together to resolve problems and conflicts, laughing, play, and accepting the difference each other, respecting, being able to forgive each other, trusting, and keeping promises, and be there in tough situations, etc. That's the reason why I said an ideal family is not when we have the same blood, because we can be family with people who you never knew before. The way I treat you, I care for you, and the way you treat me and you care for me makes us family. So a group of people can be family without not in real family. So for me, I think an ideal family is not by saying it or seeing like she's my mom, she's my ideal family. No, it's by acting. It's being when you act, your action will be an ideal family for me. Thank you, Teacher Michael.
Congratulations. I love it. I really appreciate your comment because it's a kind of deep. Congratulations, our beautiful one, Miss Violanta. So, pour nous-mêmes qui fait connecter, donc ça, c'est un club que nous avons pratiqué anglais. Nous pas expert dans le domaine question famille. Non, non, nous juste à pratiquer anglais. Nous avons possibilité pour nous toutes, pour nous bailler opinion, non. Miss Natasha, you get the microphone, just open it and let's go with you.
Okay, Mr. Michael, it's a pleasure hear your beautiful voice tonight, everyone. I'm Natasha. I'm living in Mexico City and student is the KAP language courses. I is very interested in this subject tonight. About me, the family is a system. There are several members interact and has an important role in the social development of people. It is the first environment in which the child grows in his possibility to form, is formed. Okay, this family are different characteristics. Firstly, a good family is, the first word is union. Union, the family is characterized by unity and being in cohesive group, firstly. And intimacy, that family members share intimate and personal moments. They are not shared with other people. Third word is very important, is interdependence. Family members depend on each other and support each other. And then there is permanence. What does that mean? The family is a group that is maintained over time, although its members may change. All different elements for me are based on good family. Thank you.
Congratulations, our beautiful sister, Miss Natasha from Mexico. Congratulations and thank you for that beautiful comment. So now let's go, please. It's going to be you, Miss Rebecca. You get the microphone. Let's go really quick with you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Rebecca. I am a student from Common Language Courses. I'm living at US, especially Connecticut. So this night, I'm very happy, guys, to be with you. The question says, how would you describe an ideal family? Nowadays, it is very important. It is very difficult to have a family. Even worse, an ideal family. So if you have a family, I encourage you take good care of it. According to my point of view, an ideal family means show unconditional love and respect, give emotional support for each other, help each other to grow up, providing physical and mental care, feed each other, communicate, share values and goals, face challenges together, and adapt to change. Met. I know no family is perfect, but it's um no family is perfect. If someone follow this step and work hard to achieve them, it can create harmonious and fulfilling family life. Thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving me the opportunity to share in my thoughts.
Congratulations, our beautiful sister from Connecticut. We're so happy to have you with that beautiful comment. And now let's go, please. We're gonna keep move on with you, Mr. Judley. Reveil. You get the microphone, just open it and say something, please. Hello. I say Mr. Judley.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here. And firstly, I would like to greet you, teacher, and I would like to greet the other people too. And I'm really happy to be there with you in this club this afternoon. And I'm gonna share my point of view about the first question, which is uh about an ideal family. But about my friend, I think this is a pretty good subject, and I think we're gonna pass a good moment with it. Firstly, when you talk about family generally, and Haiti especially, you talk about cousin, a mother, father, and other stuff. But the real family is the father, mother, and children. There was someone who said it earlier, and when you talk about ideal family, it's when each one of the family take its responsibility to do the work clearly. For example, we got the father who takes care of the family, care about the children, and also the mother. The mother is there also to take care of the kids and care about the husband also. This is when we talk about an ideal family. In a family, everyone, every single one played their roles clearly. We have the children. They send them at school to learn, and you see they are learning. And the parents are there to take care of the students, give them lessons, and take all the responsibility. I think this is my point of view about the first subject. I'm waiting for the second subject because it's really interesting. I'm waiting for it. Thank you so much.
Yes, congratulations, brother. I really congratulate you for your English because you have really good accent. I really appreciate that, even though I know that you're in Haiti. And a big shout out for all of you guys who are connecting and listening from Haiti because I know things really difficult. Especially you guys in Port-au-Prince, in the capital. Congratulations. We're so happy to have you, brother. Mr. Stanley, our dear brother, you get the mic, open it, and you can talk, please.
Good evening, everybody. Do you hear me, Teacher Michael?
Oh, really well, sir.
Good evening, everybody, especially you, my dear teacher. I'm so ecstatic, to take part of the donation evening, even where you give people opportunity, to share knowledge together. My name is Stanley. Listening from Haiti. How would I describe an ideal family? I would describe an ideal family where people, share love each other, respect each other, have an open communication where we can talk about anything without, directly and openly, without, hurting the other members of family. And I can say as well, it's where people, support each other. I think that it's the most important because when you're facing some bad time, you just need. I think that your family should be the best place where you can share your what going through in your life, what you're facing because I remember when I facing some bad time, I just got my mom, to try to explain things, and I know that I already know that I have a shoulder to stand on, a person where who I can count on that person. I can rely on that person. It's not only for money. It's where you have people to help you when you're facing some bad time. You can say, I can count on that person. It's a trusted person. It's a reliable person. Um I can, spend time with that person to explain what I'm going through. I think that it's the most important thing. When you have a family, you can talk about anything with respect. We love that person as well. It's not you're not doing things in a selfish way, but you got that person, you respect that person. There are you we establish some values like love, respect, we support each other. That person when you needed that person, when you were in need, that person will catch your back, and you too as well. You will do the same thing for that person because you rely on that person and you trust that person as well. If someone talk to you and say to you like, that person is a bad guy, you know that you just say, no, that person is not a bad guy because I know that person inside out. It's a good man and it's a family. I not act like, real family. I saw like women try to describe that there is a different type of family and you got a friend, you can consider that person as a family. And that person can do like, when you are in need, that person there is there for you, and you too, you are there for that person. That person watch your back, you watch his back as well. It's like there are a strongly link between us. We respect each other, we love each other, and as well we can manage conflict. Like you don't when things going on bad, we always try to fix things because nothing is perfect. And I remember there's a woman that said that, two areas is human. There is not a perfect family. You will have trouble. You will facing some bad situation together. And when we are in that situation, we need to know we are all family. We need to support each other. We need to give some advice with respect without trying to hurt people. And if a person hurt someone not on purpose, one of them tried to resolve that conflict by talking directly to say, you did something bad and we need to fix that. Not only to cover up that person. No, it's not good when you cover up that person. You try to talk to that person and say, yeah, even though that person did something bad, you try to convince or persuade that person to say, you do a good job. No, it's not like that. It's like, we bring all on the table. We try to discuss about that. We try to resolve conflict because there is not a perfect family. We will get trouble together. And then when there are some financial problem come, we know that we can count on your friend. You know that we can count on your sister. We can count on your mother because they will help you. Not only give you money, they will give you super like emotion, some um psychology support, where we need someone to talk to, where we need someone to when you need a year, when you need someone to a shoulder to cry on, that person can give you that thing. And I can say to you, it's a ideal family. We can discuss about anything. We love each other, we respect each other. support each other, try to manage conflict when there are some trouble. And I think that for me, it's an ideal family.
Congratulations. You're amazing. Our dear brother, Mr. Stanley from Haiti. Niko de Haiti comment bagay yo yi pa gen internet. You're kind of blessed tonight, brother. I really congratulate you. Mr. Janelle, our dear brother, you get the microphone. Let's go with you, please.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Teacher Michael. Can you
Uh-huh.
hear me?
Really well, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. I say hello to everyone. Uh, I am Roger Janel, as Teacher Michael just said. My name is Janel. I'm living in Dominican Republic. I am so happy to have the microphone to talk about this beautiful subject. Let's see how can we describe an ideal family. As for me, I think this is a very good subject because sometimes we are living in family, we don't know exactly if it is an ideal family or or not. Is the reason why we have to know exactly the characteristics of an ideal family. Uh, what I understand about ideal family is when people share the same comprehension, the same understanding, when people see things in the same way, when we can communicate each other to look for a result, and and when we have love for each other, we are an ideal family. But let's say not only when you have the same blood with a person that is it can be your family. It depends of the way that we behave, the way that we we understand each other. You can have your friend, someone else that can be your family. If he's always be there for you to help you to resolve problem when you want to do something, when you want to resolve a problem, he always there for you. You can consider you can consider these people like you can consider these people like your family because I know a good friend can be a family because I have a lot of friends that they love that we share each other, prove that we are family.
Great. Congratulations, brother. I really thank you and I really congratulate you. Hey, please say hi to Mr. Abina there for me because I can see that you're in the street. But I really,
Okay, okay. That's why I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say hi to him.
yeah, this, yeah,
Maybe he's a bad one because he's treating Haitian people like like
uh,
here in this fucking country.
yeah, it's another subject. It's another subject because, yeah, thank you. Because, okay, I'm sorry. The question number 2 says, which is better, being married or being single? Why? Try to be short, try to be clear, and let's go with you, please, all of you. Qui sa qui pi bon? Les hommes mariés ou bien les célibataires? We're gonna go with new people. When I say new people, Mr. Dashmo or Miss Dashmo, you get the mic.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you, Mr. House teacher, for this beautiful subject. First of all, how to describe an ideal family, and second, which is better, being married or being single at the same time. And I'm just going to try to be short and more clear in order to give my point of view about the subject. And I think this answer for each one of you here, it depends on the situation. Sometimes people will make a decision. Sometimes people might might make a decision about saying single or saying staying married because of a bad experience. You understand, about bad experience. But once I know, as me, I choose to be married because I'm a tell you why. Because I want to have a beautiful family. This is one of my biggest dreams in life. I would like to have a beautiful family, seeing my wife and all my children in the same time, in the same house. Sometimes when you're very tired, you need a girl by your side. You need some children in the house that welcome you after work, after a long and exhausting journey. You got to have your family with you by your side. But I'm not going to going to blame someone else if it chooses not to be married. You understand? To stay single. That's I know I can't understand. I can't understand because you never know what this what this person did face to back in the days or in his long life. You understand? Because um for example, if that person was broke once, was broke twice, and depending on the person, depending on of the trust, depending on the belief that the person had in this wife or in her husband, you understand? So he was disappointed, but I cannot say that person will decide to stay single to get married once again. But when you know how to behave yourself in your relationship, in your family, once you understand the people, I think this is the best choice. This is the most beautiful thing in life, having a family when you got married. You understand? This is all what I had to say about the second question. Thank you.
Congratulations, our dear brother. My question for you, where are you listening from, brother?
I'm listening from Haiti, from Carrefour, Haiti.
Congratulations, a big shout out for all of you guys from Haiti, especially Carrefour. You have really good English and really good accent as well. And I really congratulate you. Interesting.
I thank you.
Great.
I would like to congratulate you too, because it's been a long time I've been following your subject and your club too, because I just wanted to be a part of one of the session, and I'm pleased and I'm glad to have it. I'm really delighted to be a part of this one today.
That's congratulations, brother. And I think the next question will be really deep as well. Just think about it because we'll have a lot to say.
Okay, no problem. I'll be waiting for it.
Great, thank you. So now it's going to be a different person. We're gonna go with another person from Haiti, Mr. Kenshiwo, not China, but Haiti. Let's go with you. You get the microphone, open it.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kenshiwo Romulus, and I'm so happy to be with you tonight, behind the Zoom to share my point of view about this beautiful subject. So before giving my opinion, I want to say thank you to Teacher Michael, the host of this meeting, for this club who gives each one the possibility to improve the way that you progress in this foreign language. According to me, married and single, each one have advantage and inconvenience. When you are single, there are some trouble that you don't have. According to me, both married and single, each one have advantage and inconvenience. So when you are single, there are some trouble that you don't have in life. For example, you don't have a pressure on you to take care of a family, to please your wife and children, but you are free in your mind, and your mind is free too. You can spend your money the way you want. You can go to the party without answer some question after the party by a wife. But when you are married, after a long day at work, you have a family to help you, to take care of you. You don't need to cook by yourself. You don't need to clean the house. And so on, both married and single have advantage and inconvenience. But for me, personally, I prefer married.
Congratulations, brother. It's like a sermon on the mountain. You did a really good job. I really congratulate you. Even though you're young, you're not married, but you really take your position, brother. Congratulations. So now let's go. Haiti, please. Miss Mahanael, you get the microphone. Just open it. Let's go with you.
Thank you, teacher, for the mic. Hello, everyone. My name is Manael. I am a teacher, Michael, student from language command courses. And it's a pleasure to me to be there with you. And about this question, as a single person, I'm not objective about that. But one thing I can say, according to the Bible, everything in its time. And I trust that. Let's talking. I know everything you want to do in your life, you must take the time to focus on it. Like, let's take an example. Like you're, oh, so sorry. There's some people talking by my side.
No, don't worry.
Okay. Do you hear me now, teacher?
Really well, really well.
Okay, so sorry. yeah, an example, like you're a teenage and you're still at college. And in this time, if you choose to stay single and and focus focus on your school, it's the better choice you can do in your life for this while. And it's vice versa, you know? And I just teacher both are good at the right time, being single or being married. And the most important is to make the most of your life as you feel the best.
Mhm.
That's our teacher.
Congratulations. Our beautiful one, you Miss Manael. You're kind of blessed as well because sometimes the internet is bad, but today it's good. Today is good. I'm sorry. Thank you. And thank you very much. Let me see. Mr. John Austin, you get the microphone. Let's go with you.
Thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving me this opportunity to share my comment about the first question. And first of all, my name is John. I'm hold his and the Bihar. It's a really nice pleasure to be there tonight in order to share my viewpoint about the second subject. So, being single and get married. First of all, you're supposed to know being single is our step, is our step to prepare, you know, before getting married. And I just choose getting married because as a single man, I know what I'm facing now. When you live alone, it's kind of tricky. You you never take a deep rest, you know. You have to work, you have to work, you have to do some hours work, even though you feel exhausted. You have to cook, you have to do everything. But getting married, it's good, It's good to surround with your wife, get a beautiful wife, a beautiful children, you know, and you're supposed to put in your mind a you're supposed to be ready. If you wanna get married, you're supposed to be ready psychologically, intellectually, and financial independence. When you're financial independence, or financial literacy, it's kind of wonderful to surround by a good wife in your life, you know, because when you, for example, you are in 30 years old, 31 or 32, you don't live in a family. I think you can feel uncomfortable in life because you suppose you get to live your life, you know, in comfortable, and you're supposed to be mature to face difficulty in life because there is somewhere we will face problem in life. You know, if you want to be married, just first of all, as a single man or as a single woman, you're supposed to change your mindset. Because when, for example, we develop a good relationship together, even though sometimes we live far away each other, but when we live, when we live and in the same place, in the same house, we're supposed to be mature to to manage conflict together, to support each other, to love, un, you know, to share unconditional love. And Teacher Michael, as a father, and the other folks, even though I don't get married yet, but I will be a comfortable when I get married in life because it's kind of difficult when, for example, you are 40 years old, you don't have a good family, especially of a nuclear family. Because if you see the following creation, the beautiful event based on a nuclear family. You know, when you grow, you got a kid, you know, or around your us. It's kind of it's kind of it's kind of wonderful. You get a spouse or partnership, you know, to help you in life to grow. You know, it's beautiful. That's my point of view, Teacher Michael.
Mhm. Congratulations, our dear brother, Mr. Oste. You go a lot. I know you wanted to say more, but I really congratulate you because you really understand your thoughts, your beautiful idea. Thank you and congratulations. Mr. GGGGDA, if you're here, open the mic.
Yeah, my name is Davison. They call me like Alex. I live in DR. I mean, it's like JDA. I don't know why they call me like that. I've been married since 2018. Yeah. That means I was single. Uh, Being married is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Uh, I got uh, I got the most beautiful wife ever, and I'm a Christian. My father's a pastor, and my wife she's a Christian. We have a son together. My son's got like 2.5 years now as a baby. I mean, when you're married, it's like you, especially when you're Christian, okay, it's like you discover a new word. I mean, you found happiness, everything. I mean, when you are married, the right person, exactly. Because I remember when I was single, I was a lot of money, like buying, just buy stuff that I don't really need it. But now my finance, it's much more. How can I say that? Like it's much more. It's way better. I only invest my money in something that my family needed, not something we want, something we needed. Because when you're married, there's a difference between when you want something and when you need something.
Really congratulate you, Mr. Davidson. I think you're gonna get opportunity like to make another comment, maybe in the number 3. But I really thank you and I really congratulate you as well for your presence and also for your comment as well. So now let's go with you, please, Mr. Jukens. You get the microphone. Let's go with you.
Good evening. My name is Dickens. I'm from Dominican Republic, and I learn English with Teacher Michael. I'm gonna give my answer for the question number 2. The answer is being single is better. Is always better, and it depends at the same time. I'm gonna give you an example. When you are young and get married, especially if you don't have enough money, it can kill your dream. Marriage takes time, energy, and money. Sometimes marriage also means having children, even if you didn't plan for it. Your wife might get pregnant, and boom, now you have a family to take care of. And when you have a family, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. Little by little, it's become harder to focus on your dream and make them happen. When you are single, you are free. You can do what you want, focus on yourself, and work to succeed. But it also depends on the situation. If you find the right person who support you and share your dream, it can work. And in the end, you have to choose what's right for you and what you really want in life. Thank you for the mic.
Congratulations, our dear brother, Mr. Jukens. You did a really good job. And I think you're a really good example for the other guys in your class as well. And so now we're gonna keep on with you, Mr. Enwiska. Enwiska, you get the mic now. Just open it and we're gonna go with you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So my name is Wozniak. So tonight I'm happy to be here with you. So let me say something. Let me say something. So I'm a single person, and I don't really have a good idea for this. But according to the Bible, the Apostle John said that marriage is a good and not marriage is a better. But if you feel you can't be alone, get married. But for me, I will say get married because I will help you have a good lifestyle. But I don't like the single life. So, I don't like that. So, yeah, this is my idea.
Congratulations, sister. So where you're listening from, Miss Annou and Miss Wozniak, please?
I live for the information.
Congratulations from Haiti, Miss.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate that. We're gonna go with you, Mr. Nikenley, please. Let's go really quick.
And I will go straight to my points. I think I want to go for being married because for many reasons as a Christian, but I want to say not everyone has been made for get married because there's many things, many bad behavior. You need to have, and I know many people said earlier that you need to do it in the good time, but even in a good time, you can have, I can say you can have bad experience because you need to question yourself to see if you are really can if you can't really deal with others. Even now you can see when in your relationship with others and with your friend, and that you can struggle with that. It is better to continue the path alone. That's my point.
Interesting. Interesting. I really appreciate that because there's wisdom in your comment, and I really appreciate it. Okay, let's go with you, please, Miss Biolanda.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. And for this question, I think both of them have its benefits. Like when you are single, there's many opportunities like a married person can't do, like focus in your own career, many things. But a person who is married, there's a family to take care, children, husband. So there's many things that it maybe can't do by a single people. A single person can do it. So for me, I think it's the way each person see the things, because there's two single people can choose to be singles by the way he grow up, because when he see other people who don't have success in marriage, he can choose to stay single. So we can't to be uppers about those kind of people. So by my side, I want to be married because I see people who are happy in marriage, and I want to try. So, but I don't say a marriage is better. I just say I want to try because I see people who are happy. So I want to try, but I don't say it's better. So for me, it's not one who's better than one. It's the way you see things, the way each person see things. Thank you, teacher.
Congratulations, sister. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. You're gonna try. Interesting. Mr. Stanley, let's go with you, please. Try to say something about that question, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving me another opportunity. to share my thoughts again about a deep subject. And I think it's true. And I think that this subject is so deep. And I can say to you guys, both of them are as a have is pros and cons. But me personally, I'll go for the first, being married. And because when you are single, sometimes as you if you want, you can say that being single is a good thing because you are free to do the thing that you want. You can try to get ahead with your career. You can try to get a PhD without thinking about anyone else, only yourself. But being married, you're supposed to think for your wife, think for your family, because you are not only you have you got a wife and family as well, to support. You can only wake up in the morning and say that I will travel, I will try to get uh, a study scholarship, to study abroad to get my PhD because you got a wife. You can only think for yourself. You need to think for your family. And I say I'll go for the first. It is because behind most of the time behind every successful man there is a good wife. When you got your partner in crime, that person can support you, can give you the advice that you need to move upward and forward with your career or with in life, because that person can help you, give you the advice that you need when you facing some bad time. That person can try to take your arm and lead you to your success, help you with the thing that you're facing. And I can say to you guys, it's not something that you can wake up in the morning and say like, I just want to get married because I saw my one of my best friend get married. It's not something that you can wake up in the morning try to get involved, because that decision, if you take that decision, it can lead you. That decision can make matters worse, and as well that decision can help you to become more successful, because if you got a good partner in crime, that person can lead you. When you were in need, that person can help you. But if you got a bad wife, you can feel ashamed for yourself. You can feel ashamed as well for that person, because if that person misbehave publicly in front of your friends, you invited that person to dinner with your colleague, and that person tried to make things happen bad. You feel ashamed for yourself because your wife, it's it's not a respected person. It's not someone it's behaved badly, and then you will find yourself into trouble because that person can lead you, can make matters worse. And then me, I go for the first. It's not because I just want to get married. No, it is because I want to build a good family, and it's not something that I will do because I see other people just doing it. It's because I want to to make that step in my life. I want to take that step in my life. I want to get a beautiful family. I want to have a good wife. It's not something I will wake up in the morning and try to go to church and make a vow. I will be there for you in a good and bad moment. I will choose my wife carefully and wisely. And then being single as well can be good, can do whatever you want. And as well, it can be bad because when you not got your when you don't have a partner who you can count on, who can rely on, a trusted person that can help you. It seems like everything is on you at 100%. But if you got a wife, you can divide it, that the expenses into two parts. They will help you. You do your part, and your wife as well do his part. Build a budget together. Buy a house together. And I think that if you got a good wife, you will move forward and upward so quickly. If you got a good wife, but if you got a bad wife, you know, you make that decision to get married with that person, it seems like you make matters worse.
Mm.
Everything will turn out bad because that person, you can rely on that person if you that person there when only there for use your money. And then I think that it's not something that you can wake up in the morning and say that I will get married, uh, or because I see a friend of mine just get married. You need to take it carefully. But me, I go for the first because I want to get a beautiful family. I want to have a person who I can rely on, that person, a trusted person, to to share my rest of life.
Mm.
Thank you, teacher.
Congratulations, brother. Really nice and really deep as well. Club sa ke nou gen la, objektif li se pou nou kapab pratike anglais. Asya nou gen posibilite pou nou diskite konsenan yon suje ki se fami. Nou deja fini avèk question numéro 1, nou na question numéro 2 ya. Question numéro 1 li te di, how would you describe an ideal family? So, comment tap dekri yon bon fami ou bien yon fami idéal? And the question number 2 says, which is better, being married or being single? Donc, ki sa ki pi bon? Le yon moun mariye ou bien le li célibataire? Donc, c'est un très bel club. Club là, li profond sujet intéressant. Tout le monde qui cause pour yo di. Donc, pour un monde qui fait connecter, donc ça, c'est pas les mêmes qui classe là. Ça, c'est club côté nous a pratiquer anglais. Donc, classe yo fait 2 fois par semaine. Nouvelle session c'est lundi. Donc, club yo c'est gratis. Nous pas payer pour ça pour monde qui pas étudiant. Nous capable contacter pour nous sujet yo, et puis pour nous capable là dans club là. Question number 3 says, what do you think of people who marry and decide not to have children? What's your opinion, people? What's your thought? If you want to say something, just raise your hand and I'm just gonna give you the mic. Try to say something. Miss Joffin, I just wanna go with you. If you're here 100%. If you're here, just open the microphone. We gonna go with you.
To me, according to me, I think having a child is really a really big decision. And that decision requires a lot of planification. And that is a personal decision also. And that decision regarding the couple, first of all. And a couple who decide to do not have a child, I don't think they attract bad judgment on them. I say that they don't attract any bad judgment on them, against them, because when you have a child, that thing regard you first of all, and any judgment that someone can bring, that's not gonna resolve anything. Because that thing, if the child got a problem, the first person they're gonna ask for that, it's you. If it's come to take care of the child, the first person that they're gonna call is you. And you are the first responsible on that case. For that reason, I think if a couple decide to do not have a child, and because they don't feel that they are prepared to get the child, or they don't feel that they are, how can I say that? They are ready to get a child. Maybe emotionally they are not ready, maybe physically they are not ready, or they don't have any enough money to take care of a child, or they didn't have that as a goal. Because everybody has a goal. When you grow up, some people say, I dream of having 2 children when I get married, and some of them said also that they don't want to have a child. And if a couple, their dream, their goal was about to do not have a child, that is fine. And I think it is a very good decision they could take, because a lot of people take this decision, like when I say this decision, I mean having a child without planification, without getting prepared, or without feeling ready to have the child. And when these kind of things happen, they are I think these people are responsible of how the world is now, because they didn't control themselves about the subject having a child or no. So if a couple make the very good decision to do not have a child, I think it is very interesting. And they don't attract any bad judgment on them. And I always say that to my family. If my family count on me to having prosperity, like I mean, when I say prosperity, like other children to grow up the family, I don't say I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna give birth. I don't say that. But they have, if they count on me, they have to pay a lot to me, because there is some other stuff that I prioritize than having a child first. And I think some couple are like me, and they think the same thing than me. So if they don't find what they don't succeed, they don't achieve their goal, and because as a woman I can say that we have a range, we have a date to make to give birth. If we don't give birth between 40 years old, we would not be able to give birth. Most of the I mean, there is some kind of specialty, as Sarah, Abraham's wife, as other people. My mom, my little brother, my mom gave birth to my little brother in 42 years old, but it's kind of special. For us, we are women, we got a range. We got a date. If we don't give birth at this date, we're not gonna have this opportunity. But to me, it's fine. It's not like an obligation to be to get a child. I don't know, but I know that people are not gonna accept. Most of people, they are not gonna accept with me, because people like children. I like children also. I mean, I like children, but I think having a child is deeper than that. You cannot just decide and you're gonna have a child, because after having a child, you cannot get back. So if you, for example, some people get married and after they get divorced. Okay, maybe you are Christian. Me also, I don't trust in divorce, and some other people, they don't trust in divorce. I can understand that, but we can also know that divorce exists. So you can get married and after you get divorced, but if you have a child, you cannot kill the child. So you have to take your responsibility about this child. It is for that reason. If you don't feel prepared, if a couple don't feel ready to have a child, I think it is good. That is a very how can I say that? I have to congratulate them for that thing that they do. Already done the world, we got so many people who give birth every day. Every day, people give birth. So if a couple decide to do not have a child, it's not like they kill someone or they do some cruel thing or a crime. No, it's okay. Or we don't. One this couple which decided to do not have a child. At the same time, there is some million couple who decide to have a child and to have more than a child. to have children. Some of them have even 12 children. So the world is already full. We are not Adams and Eve. So to me, that is normal. Yeah. And thank you, teacher, to give me that opportunity to share my thoughts about that.
Congratulations, our beautiful Miss Joffin. I really congratulate you with your beautiful thoughts because you had a lot of things to say. Thank you and congratulations. We're gonna go with you. Somebody who open the camera, Mr. Niken, you get the microphone. Let's go with you, please.
I think for me, but it seems difficult to talk after Miss Joffin because I feel everything was said. But for me, there's many reasons people doing so. Economic reason, and people say that children make them vulnerable, and it's too expensive to prepare for that because because the cost of the life, and there is many things to think about it. Like Mr. Emmanuel said, you need to think twice before doing so, before having a children, or before having a child. And if you wanna get along with that, and have children, and you need to think about one or two, not much, especially in this time, in this difficult time. And you can make a testimony, Teacher Michael. Now, this is difficult to because of this time, was difficult time. That's my point.
Congratulations. Interesting. Really nice.
I really appreciate the point of view of Mr. Nikeni and also Miss Joffin. And I just do you hear me, teacher?
Really well, really well.
Okay. I just want to add, and not because God said to have children to our grandparents, Adam and Eve, when the earth was empty, we should have children now in this moment. And don't forget the life is hard. And some people choose to decide not to have children for many reasons. And some of those reasons are logic. They can't have children. They can give birth. They can sick, and they can choose naturally to not have children.
And I think that as a Asian don't think about that, don't take time to think it through, to think it over, because they only say that after getting married, we don't need to get a child without thinking it over, without thinking through. This just go uh, drive. They just drive into that and have a child, and after that they complain because they can support that, they can provide the necessary thing that the child need, like some best basic needed like food or health. But if you decide to not have a child, I can say to you, it is because you think it through. It is because you know that you are not ready for that. You're not at 100%. Because if you got a child, you need to give him a good quality of education. You're supposed to take care of him. You're supposed to be there for him. You're supposed to spend time with him. You're supposed to be, I want you're supposed to be there at 100%, more emotionally, physically as well. If you think that you got some problem emotionally, you think that you are not waiting for that, don't dive into why. Don't dive into why. I think that it's one of the best decisions that you can take when you recognize that I can't support that. I can't support that child. I will not have, I'm not financially stable. I will not be able, to take care of that. I'm not gonna dive into a situation where I see no easy way out. And I can say that me, it's a good thing after getting married to have a child because when you got your family, everything that you do now is for your family. Even though that you are single, you just do it for your family. You don't know if you do it for that, you just do it for that. And when you get old, if a child that will help you. I know that you will say that I'm not gonna have a child, for I'm not having a child for helping me. No, you have a child for help you when you get old. You are when you are older, then now we need to have someone that we can rely on. And I think that it's only your family, like your wife and your child. At that age that you will have at that time, your mom maybe will not be there for you. Your father maybe will not be there for you. And your brother or your sister will have their own family. As human, you will need to have someone to take care of you when you're being old. And I can say to you, it's only a child that can do that for you. Maybe you can lose your wife. You don't know what happened, what can happen to you. Maybe you can lose your wife. You can lose your main. Only a child, if you got a child, only a child that will help you, you know, when you get old. Because if you not have a child, you can facing some bad time when you get old. People will maybe disrespect you when you get old. You don't have money to live your own life. You are over 60 and then you just live from head to mouth. It's not good when you live from hand to mouth at that age. You're supposed to have your child to take care of you. And I think that me, after getting married, I will have more than one. I will have more than one. I need to have my child with me. I need to have my grandchild with me as well, to spend time with them, try to, and try to tell them some 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 stories about my life.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's all, Teacher Michael, and thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. Is it better for mothers to stay at home with kids or go to work to earn more money for the family? Est-ce que li pi bon pou maman yo rete la kay avec ti moun yo, ou bien pou yo aller travay pou kapab gagner plus kob pou fami ya? What do you have to say, people? What's your opinion about that question? So,
Thank you to give me that opportunity again to share my thought. According to me, I think it's better for mothers to stay at home with kids. And it is for that reason I was on that point of view. You remember my point of view in the X subject, like number 3. It because I know it's really, really difficult after giving birth and to keep doing your job, because a child is a personal responsibility. You cannot bring other people in that responsibility. It is your responsibility and you have to take care of. And how the world is these days, it's very, very difficult. It is difficult to believe on someone when it's come to your child. Very difficult to give that responsibility to other people, even though you pay the person. It's like you got people, they got how can I say that, they got people to take care of their children for them. Babysitter, yeah, babysitter, they got babysitter, but it's not a safe decision. It's not a, I don't feel that good, especially when the children, they are in their young age, they need parent support. As a mother, that is your duty to be there for for your children, because people, they are very, these days especially, they are very insecure. You cannot you cannot believe on them. Like, you just people, they must, I'm not gonna say all people, but some of them, they are very, very merciless towards children. You can imagine, some of children, they get raped, like people rape them just because they don't have their mother or their father uh, um attention. Sometimes it's not because of money. When I said that a couple can decide to do not have a child, people think, first of all, if you got money, you can have a child. No, you should have time. You should have like faculty, like mentally faculty for a child. Because sometimes I take that thing happened to me because my parents, they get divorced in the past. And when I was a child, sometimes I go to my mother and talk to her because I need her attention. And she said, leave me alone. It's not because she didn't love me. It's because she's tired. And she was not ready. And my mom always said that she planned she and my father, they planned having me. And even that, I was not happy. I was not always happy because they get divorced, and I was like, I was unhappy because my mom was obliged to do two jobs to take care of me. And like that, I was with a babysitter. It's not always good. Thank God they are not too bad as with me. No, they didn't do that. But it's not always good. Sometimes I need my parents behind me. I need to talk to my mom. I need to be cherished to my mom, with my mom. Like, not by my mom, I mean. And when you don't have this time for a child, it's better to do not to have a child than having a child and make that and do like bring this responsibility to someone else. That is not good. And I think it's better for mother, even though it would be kind of difficult, especially for people who live in United States, um, because the weight of life is very expensive. Yes, United States is a good country. You make money easy. Not easy. You make money. They give you more opportunity to make money, but they don't. They give you less time to spend with your family. So people who are in United States, sometimes they put their children in daycare when they are baby, daycare, things like that. And that is all, they pay people to take care of their children for them. To me, that is not a good thing, because the children, they need parents' attention, especially when they are in their young age. They need you to go to make them, to give them your personal education. You have a child, which is good, and you got a plan for your child, and that plan, it is your responsibility to be there you can tell to my child will be like that, because I think about give them this education. Are you here for him? Are you already here for him to look to watch after him? If no, you cannot say that you cannot decide of the education for your child if you don't have time for him. It's not only about mothers, father also. Yeah, I think that as mother, we are closer to children than father, because since when we were pregnant, the child was beside of inside of us, so we got closer connection, bigger connection with the child than father. But I can say that is our first responsibility to take care of them. So mother, go work, especially when you have baby or infant, like children lower than 6. That is not a good thing to me. I think to me that is not a good thing. It's better to stay home, take care of your children. Maybe you already plan of that. You got some economy, and the father can work also, and life goes on like that. To me, that is my opinion.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You talk like King Solomon. House. You, Miss Camel, you get Miss Woodja with you. If you want to say something, just open the microphone and say it, please.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
So I'm with Ja. I'm the daughter of Carmel Cesarin. My mother invited me to participate in the show, and like she asked me if I want to participate, and I was like, yeah, it's English. I'd like to share my thoughts on whether it's better for a mother to stay home or work outside the home to earn a living. In my opinion, this decision is deeply personal and depends on individual circumstances. Because on one hand, having a job can provide financial stability and security for the family. A working mother can also serve as a positive role model for her children, teaching them valuable lessons about hard work, and dedication and independence. And also, a job can give a mother a sense of fulfillment, social interaction, and mental stimulation, which are essential for her emotional well-being. But on the other hand, working outside the home can lead to reduced quality time with her children, which can impact their emotional and physical development, which I already heard. The lady that speak before me said that too. It can also add stress to the family dynamic. So I think it's crucial to find a balance. What is important is to find a balance that works for the entire family and supports the well-being and happiness of all members. Thank you.
Congratulations, Miss Woodja. I really congratulate you. I really
Thank you.
I love your English and I love your thoughts, your comment. Congratulations. So now we're gonna keep moving on with you. My dear sister, Miss Judith, you get the microphone, just open it and say thank, please.
Yes. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, that's a very nice question. Nowadays, some moms, they would like to stay at home, take care of the kids, like, the old-fashioned time. But unfortunately, about the society, the economic issue, most of them, they can't stay at home and take care of their children. That's why they have to go out and make a living, or to make more money, because they have to take care of their children. Sometimes they are single mom, they are mom and dad. That's the reason some of them, or most of us, we have to go outside and make money and take care of our children. That was my opinion.
Congratulations, beautiful sister, Miss Judith. I really appreciate that. It's so short and clear. I congratulate all of you. Je connais quelqu'un qui s'est dommage. Quelqu'un qui est aux États-Unis, quelqu'un qui est l'autre pays tout. Par exemple, moun qui s'est dommage, il y a moun qui pas même faire gros classe l'école, il parle espagnol bien. Et quelqu'un qui est aux États-Unis tout, nous apprenons, nous parler anglais. Mais nous regardons le français, en plus là, nous fait 14 ans ou plus, donc nous pas maîtriser français. C'est méthode d'enseignement. Donc, nous-mêmes, qui ça nous fait ici, là, nous utilisons méthode conversation. On va pas apprendre anglais, oublier si c'est anglais, on va pas apprendre. Nous juste prendre plaisir là-dedans.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Michael. And how can I say about that? Because I heard so deep comment about that, it took my breath away. And because I was so paying attention, attentively, too. I hear carefully about those comments, and I can say all of them are so great. And me personally, I would say like for everything you need to find, the right balance. For everything, it's like I always preach that thing because when excess in everything can be demonstrable, you know, because when you are a mother, you should like provide thing in your family, and as well the other hand you need to spend time with your child. It's not only you, the father as well should do the same thing. And I know that in our culture you will see like, or you will hear like a lot of people, a lot of Asian people will say to you, the mother needs to stay at home and that the father needs to work. No, things not like that. You need to, it's a decision that we need to take together, we need to make together, like we decided how to manage wisely our time. Sometimes we need to work, and after as well we need to spend time with your children, because when you spend time with your children, it will be good for you when you set a night of your on your children, because they, as Mr. Emmanuel mentioned, we need to know what's going on in his life. Like, if you got your child has 4 or 5 years, you need to supposed to help him with their work. We need to supposed to talk to them to know what's going on, what's happened. We need to talk to them. You need to pay attention to them, to give them some attention, to talk to them, because in 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 his early age, they need your secret, your talk. They need you need to put your children in a good environment where we talk to them, where you support them with their homework, everything like that. And after that, as a mother, you're supposed to go to work, because it will be good when you have one more than one hand to provide things like food on the table. If you try to say I, how I can say that, farmer foyer, I forgot, I like the better term. And then you try to, you just make up your mind to stay at home. And then after making that decision, your husband just get, someone just give him the axe, like get fired. Will find yourself into a situation where you don't see the easy way out. It's always good when you have more than one hand that bring food on the table, that bring good quality of education for your child. I think it's all, teacher Michael, and thank you.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, brother. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it because sometimes we get our sister, we get our mother, they work at home. Do you understand? They are kind of housewife doing things in the house. But really appreciate them and really appreciate it as well. So now let's go, please, my people. We are going to keep on. It's going to be the question number 5, the last question. Try to be short because we are going to finish. So the question number 5 says, what do you think is the most important thing to make a happy family, or to make a family happy? Let's go really quick with you, please. It's going to be you, Miss Joffin. You get the mic, open it, and let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go short and clear. To me, the most important that a family can have to be happy is love, and love and money, the both. Because I used to say that in French, because in Creole, because l'argent, l'amour. I used to say it's two L, which is very very important in a couple, in a family. The both are very important because with love we can do a lot of things, and things that people could not expect, we can do it because we love each other. I know that what I'm talking about, I know that. I used to say in my childhood, we got my family, I mean my grand family, they are the the richer family who were in the zone. But I know a small family, but they love each other. Everybody love each other. The sister, the biggest sister, love the elder, and they love each other. And I was always like, I would like to be with like them, the way that they love each other. Now I can tell you, they are one of the most richer family in the sun, just because they love each other. One of them go to Chile, they say that Chile, and after I don't know how he went to United States, and after one go with one go, and now they go up. Their mother was like a someone who don't do anything. She used to wash clothes for people for money. And what kind of money? For about 1,000 goods, things like that. And now look at, she's very, very happy. She got a very big store just because of love. It's not because of money. It's not, it is for that reason. I love money a lot, but I'm not gonna place money before love. Just because of love, because it is love at the first, because I got my uncle who is teacher in a university in France. I'm in Dominican Republic, and I live very badly. Sometimes I have to take a lot to pay my rent. And he's my uncle. He's my godfather also, because we don't have love between us. And I have another uncle who is in Canada, and he's a very great job. And that thing happens so many times in my family, where I can spend about 2 years or 4 years, until 4 years without talking to my uncle or without talking to my cousin. That thing is not great. And if I have my money, that is my money. If someone else, I can take as an example my aunts, if they have their money, that is their money, because we don't have love, we don't have connection to each other. So we are individual, which is not good. So to me, because how I live my life and what I see, I can say the most important to have happiness in a family is love, and after money. Yeah, love and money. With love and money, we can go very far. We can achieve everything that we want. God is in the first. I don't tell about God. No, so everybody knows that God, that thing we cannot discuss. When it comes to God, we don't have to say anything about. But after that, if we are talking about the word, love and money, with love and money, we can achieve everything.
Great,
Yeah, that is my
interesting.
opinion.
So deep. Congratulations for tonight, because you go a lot. You go a lot. I really congratulate you. Then I can leave, please. You get the microphone. So what do you have to say about that question?
About that question, I will go for respect, but my favorite one is communication, because we live in a world that we will have problems in our family. And when these problems arrive, we have to be how can I say that, a good communicator. And you have to be able to communicate that matter with calmly and with patience, but respect. So, and I think these are essential points in our family happiness.
Congratulations, brother. Really appreciate it. And about you, please, Mr. Antoine Steve. You get the mic. Try to say something, please.
Hello, everybody. Do
Hello.
you hear me?
Very well, sir.
Okay, my name is Antoine Steve, and It's a pleasure for me to be with you. And thank you for inviting me. So I think for family to be happy, there are many things to do, like quality time, open communication, support each other, create traditions, show affection, encourage independence, manage conflict, focus on positive, be present. There are some things can be help a family to have a fulfillment, or can help the family have a great environment to to be good. And then by incorporating this practice, family can create a nurturing and happy environment that support this well-being of our members. So I follow other people who say love, money, respect, but I have another one like quality time, because the very important is communication. The communication is very important in the family to be happy. So thank you for letting me participate at the club.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Antoine, because you talk like a good father. And I think it's so nice. It's so nice to understand. Because sometimes we have two people, they don't have money, they don't have an opportunity. But I think with love, as Ms. Joffin mentioned, respect and communication, we try to keep moving. Do you understand? Thank you. And thank you very much to go. Mr. Stanley, you get the mic. Let's go, please.
Yeah, thank you again, Teacher Michael. And I want to say, respect, money, and some other things like that. But me, I just choose to say, child, because, when you got a child, I think that you will be more happier. It's like, I don't say love. It's not because love, it's not exist. When you have a child, love exists. When you got a family, there's already love. It's for that reason I don't mention love. When you got your child, you just feel like, the most happy, the most happy man in the world, because you see your part of you in front of you. You just see the half of you in front of you, and then you will feel more happy. It's the same thing for your wife as well. If she's your wife, it's because love is already exists. And I'm not gonna say respect as well. Respect is something that you should have from your parents. Your parents supposed to make you, supposed to wake you, it's supposed to you're supposed to wake up with this kind of thing, like, respect. You're supposed to respect people. It's something like you should, your family should provide you. And I'm not gonna say that, but I just go for child, because I know that when you got a child, you will feel happy, even though that you just want to give up. You just see a part of yourself and say, I can't give up for him, because I love my child. I see myself into him. I see love into his eye. I need to work hard for that beautiful human, and it makes you happy. There is a lot of there is there's a lot of things that happens into a relationship, because they don't have a child. Because they don't have a child. They have, a lot of money. They respect each other, but they don't feel happy because they don't have a child. And I think for me personally, I think that, the thing that will make you more happier is a child, because it's you, because it's a part of you. You will feel happy when you got that. I think that it's the best feeling you can ever have. It's when you just your wife give a birth into, give a child, give you a child. You will feel happy, the most happier man in the world. You will feel like you were on top of the world, because you got a child. And I think that the thing that can make you feel more happier is child, Teacher Michael.
Mhm.
Nothing else.
Mhm.
Thank
Interesting.
you.
I love it. I love it. Interesting. Let's go really quick. Miss Natasha, please.
Okay, really quick. Um,
I can say something about this point. I think it's very important to make action and it because we can have some things in your life. You can have um house, car, different things, but uh, there is some things is more important is emotional well-being. Emotional well-being can help this family or the family living better. It is a balanced way of your life. A family with emotional well-being, the family is current, okay, and knows how to regulate his emotion. Is an example when you're a family with emotional well-being, is a in a parenting and protective environment for children. In this context, it is the job of parents to develop this competence. This family can help you living better for you, for your family, and your community. Please put action in this point. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations, sister. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And Mr. Jenkins or Miss Yolanda, please.
Dickens.
Okay, let's go with you.
Okay. The answer to that question is simple and is easy. It is money. It is money because to build a family today, people often talk about love and respect. And yes, those are essential, but let's be real, guys. Money is just as important. Money isn't just paper. It's stability, security, and opportunities you can provide for a loved one. It's about quality food, education for your kids, and even enjoying precious moments together as a family. And to those who say money can't buy happiness, I'd say try being happy when you can't pay your bill or give your children a comfortable life. Money doesn't buy love, but it takes away many of the worries that stop a family from thriving. And happiness comes from balance. And in that balance, money is a solid foundation. Thank you for the mic.
Congratulations. Interesting. Oh, 100%. I agree with you because I know. For example, in our culture in Haiti, sometimes you want to get married. People ask you if you're ready. You don't get love. You get love. You get respect. I get it. What else? I'm not ready. You're what? I'm not ready. You love the person and the person invites you in the wedding and you go. Or sometimes you don't want to go and you cry because you're not ready. I think it's deep. Sometimes we're kind of afraid to say that, but I think it's nice. Okay, let's go, please, Miss Kamel or Miss Wuja.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a very deep question. Money is very important, but it's not the key to to a happy family. So me, as a person who believes in God, I would say we need God to be happy, which means we have to put our spiritual needs. Because what do we have in the Bible? The Bible said that the husband should love his wife and the wife should respect her husband and the children should obey their parents, and with that the family would be happy. And also they need to spend quality time together because this is essential for building strong family bonds. It's not like simple as have dinner together, playing games, or going on outings. When family members make time for each other, they are able to communicate effectively. Like if my mom and I we spend quality time together, I would be able to like to tell her everything that I'm going through. I would be able to tell her. And then I think an open communication would be effective too, because it's the foundation of a happy family. Because when family members feel heard and understood, they are more likely to feel valued and respected. And it also helps to prevent misunderstandings and conflicts, which can erode family happiness. And we also need emotional support. We need to share values and traditions. And a very important thing is like we need to forgive each other. No family is perfect. Oh, nobody is perfect though. We all know that, and conflicts are inevitable. But happy families need to forgive and understand each other. We have to let go the grudges. And sometimes we need to apologize and seeking to understand each other's perspectives. So in conclusion, a happy family is built on a foundation of love, support, and connection. And as I said before, we need God. We need to study the Bible and find the rules. And then we need to spend quality time together, communicating openly, providing emotional support. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Congratulations, our beautiful sister, Miss Uja.
Thank
You
you.
did, you did a really good job. Thank you and congratulations. Okay, good. So I said the last person, but Mr. Nikenle, it seems you want to be the last. Let's go.
I want to add a point about I think on the last comment, I think we need money to build a first half of our family. We need money to do that. But to keep our family keep going, to help our family stand along the way, money is one of the last thing I could say, because there's so many families that have money but doesn't have happiness. But that's my personal point. To help to begin with a family, we need money. Obviously, we need money to buy a house, for example, to some basic things. But to help a family keep going, to help our family stand, we need more than that. That's my point. That's my final point.
Congratulations. I think it's nice. It's about 3 hours. We spent 3 hours together. We cannot stay more, but I think we have a lot to say. What we can do now, try to select and try to put together those comments. Do you understand? Like put love, put respect, put money, communication, quality time together. And I think you can really get a really good family. I think it will be nice. Do you understand? Because we are here not only to practice English, we are here to entertain ourselves as well. Because today is Friday, and I know most of you guys you're kind of exhausted, busy working during the week. But we are here together. We're here for a reason. I spent 3 hours where you see me, and I can see some of you as well, guys. You spend your 3 hours while here. I can just imagine. We just love what we are doing. We just do it. Do you understand? So I really thank you, and I really congratulate you, because if we want to talk about the last part, we'll have a lot to say. After each comment, we'll have a lot to say. But the thing about money, in our culture, it's a kind of tricky. It's a kind of tricky because I know now. I don't want to say I'm not young. Yes, I'm young, but I remember when I was younger, I used to love people, but I cannot say that I love the person because I know. Do you understand? Their parents, they invest in them. You cannot go because their requirement. You love you. You get. I can say that you get things just to start. You cannot. You cannot because there's a barrier. They will ask you, "Are you ready? Are you ready? What do you mean? Are you ready?" That's the reason I say in our culture. Because for example, in the country where I am, what you need to get married, you don't need a house. No. What do you need? You just need a job. If you lose the job, you're gonna find another one. You can just imagine it's depend where you are in the world. But I think just to start, but as Mr. Nike let's say, after having your family, what you really need, I think it's like the other part, the other thing, put them together, and you will have a nice family. So we are about to go, and I really, moi vraiment féliciter nous toutes. Mr. Nike, 3 ans sacrifice, Miss Joffin, bon, c'est nous toutes, pas citer nom, féliciter nous. Joffin, you're the last.
Okay, teacher. The thing I'm gonna go also, and the thing I would like to add is to congratulate you, teacher Michael, because you kind of congratulate us all the time, but the most congratulation refer to you. We have to congratulate you. We have to encourage you also in what you are doing. I can imagine if each field it was like that, maybe I would be up than where I am now. Yeah, you encourage us all the time to practice our English, to study. You're not only a principal, you kind of a friend, which invite us to practice, to make effort to practice, to be better, to increase our English, which is very, very good. And I congratulate you a lot for that. And I think God gonna give you opportunity, more and more opportunity to grow up with us and to grow up with another group, maybe a big one, because you deserve that. You deserve having more than what you have now. We don't find these kind of people all the time in our life, and when we find them, we have to congratulate them and to let them know that they are important.
Great,
Okay,
congratulations.
that's all.
Thank you. I
You
will.
see?
Yes,
It's kind of like that. You like to congratulate people.
yes, I really appreciate that. I really love your appreciation, and I really love you as well. Yes, Mr. Antoine, how do you do the bagay la, please, because it's you want to say something.
Hello, Mr. Michael. It's my first time at the club, so it was very great. I really appreciate it. So thank you for inviting me. So I hope so the other time I will be there with you. So it was very great, good subject and good comment too. So very, 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 very appreciated. So thank you for inviting me.
Great, congratulations, brother. Yeah.
Okay, teacher Michael, I just see you like a kind of person, like a father, like a leader. You just gave me a lot of steps, to get success in my life, because that seem you just encourage me. You just help me, to build my future. And now I get some knowledge. I didn't have it at school. I think different. I think different, and I care my future. I just congratulate you a lot. Thank you, teacher Michael.
Thank you.
Have
And
a
thank
good
you,
night.
brother. Great, thank you. Okay, so that's all. Have a good night, all of you, my dear brothers and friends. Sleep well like big babies and keep in touch. Bye, everybody, and see you.
Konesans, se sel bagay yo pa vjam ka apren nan men yo, même si yo ta depote yo. Apren anglais tade, wa sonje mte pale yo. My name is Steffi from Comwad Language Courses. Nan Comwad Language Courses, nou utilize pi bon méthode ki se méthode konversasyon. Nou pa focus sur grammatical. Ça qui est plus important pour nous, c'est écoute, compréhension et puis parler. Ça attend pour commencer. Nouvelle session, c'est moi ça. Pour encourager famille ou amis pour apprendre à parler anglais tout. Pour plus d'informations, contactez nos numéros ça.
Life in America is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you speak English well. I'm Yolanda from Comwad Language Courses. Comwad Language Courses, c'est une école online qui apprend nous parler anglais. Il fait live sur Zoom, ça qui veut dire qu'apprendre parler langue anglais à n'importe côté dans le monde là. So, soit besoin, c'est un appareil qui a internet. Par exemple, un téléphone, une tablette ou bien un laptop. Qui so aptan pour commencer? Nouveau session c'est moi ça. Ou capable écrire dans numéro ça qu'on soit besoin toute information que vous besoin. N'attend nous tout.